So today on the Sunday slider build, we're throwing out the stock exhaust manifold and we're throwing on our very own catted UEL. Okay, so here we have the new header. This is a catted header. Pulled it right off the shelf back in the warehouse because it gets made here by our fabricators. They're handmade, which is pretty sweet. And these are catted, so we're not gonna have problems with emissions. If you put this on a stock car, it's not gonna have check engine lights. So yeah, pretty simple. Oh yeah. Look at that. And our old logo, FT6 Speed Factory, where it all started. So this is going in the car, but before we throw this on, we're gonna need to put the O2 sensors back in here, steal them from the old one, and yeah, we'll be good to go. So the O2 sensors are a 22 millimeter. Let's see if we can get this off. Oh, that was easy. Now we don't have to worry about any new gaskets. Ooh, look at that. Original air freshener, that's nice. They come with these, the Faction Fab fancy new header gaskets. So we got one of each. They're supposed to seal a lot better. They're like multi-layered in there. And then we have a new gasket for the overpipe. So all new gaskets, and we do have hardware in here, I'm pretty sure. Yep, those are for the overpipe to header flange. So let's go ahead and throw this on. Now, if you're doing this by yourself, you can put these gaskets on first, kind of do them crooked so they don't fall off the bolts. Then they're gonna be there, just like that. They'll stay. That'll also be handy if you have friends that would help you put this header on.
Oh, now I dropped the gasket.
There it goes.
That wasn't bad.
I need to get my nuts. Okay, when it comes down to putting the bolts on and tightening them up with a socket, all of them except for one can be done without this like U-joint one. So all of them are pretty easy to get to. With an extension, you're gonna need a deep well 14 millimeter socket, but it's just this passenger side inside one, the one closest to the oil pan. You need a little wiggle room. So that's the only one. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. Then we're gonna put two bolts, that brand new bolts that come with the header, for the overpipe, and a new gasket. And this thing's gonna be complete. These bolts that go to the header from the head are 22 foot-pounds, and then these ones for the overpipe, those are torqued to 26 foot-pounds. Last thing we have left to do is reconnect the O2 sensors, and there's two of them, and there's two ports, but thankfully they colorized them. So the gray one goes into the gray one, and the black one goes in the black one. Couldn't be easier. Now this whole header install is pretty simple, and why are we installing it? Well, because we're gonna get that big torque dip fixed. 18 foot-pounds of torque is filled in right between 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs along with 12 horsepower. So this is gonna be way more drivable on the street. You're getting way more low-end torque, and that's really what you're gonna be using day to day when you're driving it to work and commuting and spirited driving or whatever. But however, if you wanna ring it out, up top you're getting 14 horsepower gain and 5 foot-pounds of torque. So you're still helping across the entire band. This is the best bang for your buck if you're trying to get more horsepower out of FA20. I'm excited to see how much horsepower we get with it supercharged, since we know how much it makes NA. We'll see how much it makes boosted. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys later.